Welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. We're having tea with Hilda. Hooah!
Wow! Thanks for inviting me.
Wow.
Whoa! You got my favorite tea!
You did.
Oh, wow, thanks! So delish.
So delish. The lingo of these hip youngsters. Probably that.
Huh?
Just all romance, all the time.
My mind keeps drifting today.
Definitely. Definitely perfect tea time.
Thanks for the tea. I hope you'll invite me again.
I probably won't, to be honest. Charm bonus. That's what we're all about. Hanneman's birthday. I feel like, didn't we just have tea with both of them? Am I crazy? Yeah, I specifically remember Hanneman saying, oh, well, my room works better for me, but I can make an exception. That wasn't that long ago. I don't remember how long ago it was, but it wasn't that long ago. And I definitely didn't invite him to tea, like, for reasons that weren't his birthday, so I don't know.
Yes, I will happily tell you all that I know about crests. There's nothing I'd enjoy more.
I have no doubt of that.
But you have exquisite taste in tea. This is one of my favorites. I always try to keep some around. Thank you. Delightfully warming. What? Well then. Indeed. Well then.
Placed there just for Hanneman. Maybe Linhart, too.
Indeed. Well then.
Oh man, I'm crushing this.
I never can stop talking about crests, can I? Don't you dare laugh at me.
Too late. Oh, he doesn't want praise. Oh no. Maybe I should have laughed at him.
Thank you for a wonderful time, Professor.
No charm? What? So, before we get started with exploration, we're gonna do some supports, maybe not all of them. I don't know. Once again, just the sheer number of them I have is kind of overwhelming, but we'll see how it goes, I guess.
Looking as lovely as ever today, Dorothea.
Oh, save it for your noble girls, Lawrence. I'm not in the mood.
I was only being polite.
And it really was quite wonderful to be so near your elegance. Now, if you please excuse me.
Now hold just a moment. I have tolerated quite enough of this impertinence. Not a word has escaped my lips to imply that you are anything less than a highly attractive woman. But I am the heir to a noble house. I have a duty. Thus, I am unable to engage in courtship with you. What is it about my circumstances that you seem to find so very amusing?
All of it? You're no different from the men who flirted with me when I was in the opera. As long as you're getting what you're after, you don't much care what a woman wants, needs, or feels.
That is truly what you think of me? I am afraid you have completely misunderstood.
Oh, have I? Do explain.
If noble status were my only priority, then I could be married 100 times over by now. but birthright is not sufficient for me. I am not looking merely for an accessory. Marriage is a relationship of mutual respect, support, and trust. If my wife and I are of the same mind and of the same worth, then together we can achieve anything. That is why I make overtures to so many ladies. I am in search of an ideal.
You're searching for someone who matches your vision of a perfect spouse?
That is kind of
How
what
odd.
you're doing.
So am
Yeah.
I. And everyone else.
My standards are somewhat more exacting, but yes, I suppose on that point we are similar. Please understand that I'm acting with the
Please
best of
understand.
intentions in search of a partner.
You're more serious than I thought. And so earnest, it's almost adorable. If you met a peasant girl and fell madly in love, would you be able to give her up? Break her heart?
I would have no choice. The worlds of the nobility and the common folk are simply too far apart. I cannot choose to abandon my duty merely for the sake of a fleeting emotion.
Lawrence, you're dangerously close to dedicating your life to the lie that nobility is something special. I hope you realize that before it's too late.
Oh, actually, let's do this one.
Gaspar, good to see you. You're looking a bit bigger lately.
Yeah, Raphael, that's one way to put it.
Is something wrong? I thought you wanted to get bigger. Have you been training?
I haven't missed a day. The problem is that my body is going its own direction. I
What?
was hoping to get a little taller, but I seem to just be growing wider. I don't think your methods are for me.
Oh, that's too bad. I always thought the secret to getting bigger was lots of eating and training. You know what? You shouldn't worry so much about how big or tall you are. You're great, no matter what size.
What makes you say that?
Well, let's see. You can run faster than me, and you're really agile, which I'll never be. That's just about your legs, though. Your other movements are quick, too. You can dodge good and swing a sword pretty fast. Oh, and you're...
All right, Raphael. I think I see the problem now. I thought I envied the size of your body, but I was wrong. After hearing you say those nice things about me, I realized that I actually envy the size of your
Oh.
I think it's normal size.
That's right. I don't just need a bigger body. I need a bigger heart. Once I have a bigger heart, then maybe, just maybe, my body will start growing too.
Yeah, maybe.
How do I increase the size of my heart? It didn't help with my body, but do you think eating will make my heart grow?
Oh my god.
I have no idea, but I'm always up for a meal.
I really don't want to get any wider, though. I'm so conflicted. Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. It's like you always say, when in doubt, go to the dining hall.
Oh my god. That took a turn that I didn't expect. Pastor's like, oh, it's because you're so nice. You're such a great guy because you're so nice. And then he totally misses his own point. Like, what the heck? What are you doing, man? Uh-oh.
Oof. Capsized the teapot. Tea leaves on the carpet. This'll be fun to clean up.
Hey, Hilda. Is something wrong?
Ignatz. I accidentally knocked over my teapot. I drunk all the tea already, thank the goddess, but the tea leaves went right into the carpet.
Oh, that's a mess. Here, let me help. I can leave stains if you're not careful.
But don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh no, don't worry. I'm on a break.
What's that in your hands? Oh, painting supplies. You were gonna go do some painting, weren't you?
Ah, yes. The weather's quite splendid, and I found a place where some gorgeous flowers are blooming. But the flowers aren't going anywhere this second. Let's clean this up.
Okay. Thanks, Ignatz, and sorry to keep you away from your painting.
That's okay. It didn't stain at least. We picked all the leaves out of the carpet.
Still going painting? Or is it too late in the day?
No, I think time-wise it'll be fine. If you're not doing anything, Hilda, would you care to join me? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Forget what I said. I'm sure you're busy anyway.
You didn't let me say anything.
Well, no, but you didn't reply, so I thought you didn't want to.
I never said I didn't want to. I was just surprised. I'd love to see those pretty flowers you mentioned. I'm glad you invited me.
Oh, that's good. Wait, you're glad?
Of course I am. I like being invited to things, silly.
Right, of course. It's affirming.
Yeah, exactly. See? You get it. So there's no need to worry that an invitation is burdening someone. It feels good to be asked.
Of course. Well then, in addition to seeing the flowers with me, would you like to help with my painting?
I wouldn't want to screw up your opus. I'm not much of a painter.
No, I meant that I'd like to paint you. The flowers all around you. Oh, that's too much, isn't it? Forget I said anything.
Silly, you didn't even let me answer. But you're right, I'm not up for that.
I'm sorry,
I'm not up for that, unless your painting of me will look really, really cute. Can you make that happen?
Huh? Yes, of course. I'll paint you cute as a button.
Good. Shouldn't be too hard. I can feel a very cute smile coming on.
Alrighty then. I've seen this one, so I'll just jump right over that. I've also seen Bernadetta Aloise, so... Haven't seen this one.
Excuse me.
Yes? What is it?
I'm really sorry about what I said. I shouldn't have called you scary, even if, you are. No, I did it again. I'm sorry.
It is nothing I haven't heard before. I am well aware of my austere nature, and I am accustomed to the commentary it brings. I do confess, however, that I was slightly hurt to see you flee from me in such abject terror.
Don't be sad. I'll never do it again. I promise. But, I've been wondering, were you really writing a farewell letter?
Ah, that. No, actually. I was composing a fable centered around Saint Indek.
I didn't know you wrote fables. Well, what's it about?
Saint Indek, one of the four saints. He was an extraordinarily shy person.
Hey, she has the crest of
He
Indek.
spent most of his life in solitude, unable to open his heart to anyone.
What a coincidence!
I like him already.
He was, after all, a man who hid himself away at the bottom of a lake.
What's that about a lake?
Nothing. Now, something else to know about Saint Indek is that he had incredible skill with his hands. And that skill made him beloved by the people because he constantly applied it to their benefit. The moral of the story is that shortcomings can be made up for with talent and kindness.
I like it. But I don't have any talents like that. I can't even imagine being that helpful to people. Saint Indek must have been really gifted.
Don't be so quick to dismiss your abilities. You and he are actually alike in more ways than one. You possess Indek's crest, after all, do you not?
Yes, I do. You really think we're alike? Now I want to know all about him. Do you think I could read your fable when it's done?
Absolutely. Indek's example is something that we can all learn from.
Thanks so much.
Oh, I wonder what those ellipses are about. Seth and Fleensby support. I don't think I've seen that one.
Brother!
Flame, is something the matter?
I thought I made it clear that I do not want you meddling in the affairs of me and my friends.
I am not quite sure what you are referring to, but I promise you I would never try to stand in your way.
It has
Uh-huh.
come to my attention that you have been running about asking people what they think of me. Asking everyone.
Well, of course I have. It took me quite some time. But for you, it was well worth the effort. I was able to confirm that you are getting along well with everyone. It was very reassuring.
I cannot emphasize enough how embarrassed I was when I found out. And you have caused such a stir for those whom you questioned. Why, one person even said he feared for his life when you cornered him in the dining hall.
The dining hall? Ah, I know the fellow you are referring to. Yes, I've seen the way he looks at you. I recognized in an instant that he had impure feelings for you. As your brother, I took it upon myself to test his resolve. I merely asked him if he was prepared to lay his life on the line for my beloved sister.
He is nothing more than a friend. Kindly keep out of my social business in the future.
I am happy to see that you are making friends, but you should weigh your options more carefully.
Who I befriend is absolutely none of your business. Do you know what they call people like you? Overprotective meddlers. I am no longer a child. Are you incapable of trusting me, even a little?
Seems like she can't have been a
Of
child
course
for
I
a
trust
long
you,
time.
But as an elder brother, I have a certain responsibility.
As my brother?
Obviously.
Oh, never mind it. If you'll excuse me.
I wonder if it's possible to get to that support without knowing that they're not actually brother and sister. I assume it is. I mean, I guess you could just not play the paralogue. I think I've seen Dorothy and Felix's B support. Alright, only a couple more left.
Hey, Raphael. I finally finished that necklace for you. Here you go.
Huh? Oh! Whoa! This is incredible! And so shiny. You're like an artist, Hilda. How'd you do this?
It only took me 5 years to make this necklace.
Flowers and the shiny rocks in a bottle, and then poured in some resin to preserve everything. I thought the flowers you had were looking a little pathetic, so I added a few of my own. It was hard work, making sure the flowers and the stones were spread evenly, getting rid of the air bubbles.
What's this? The part you hang around your neck? I thought you used the one I gave you.
Oh yeah, no, that's a cord I braided. I was going to use metal, but some people are allergic to metal, so I figured better safe than sorry. Anyway, you didn't give me much to work with, and look what I pulled off. I am a miracle worker.
Seriously, Hilda.
It's gorgeous. Beautiful. I've never seen anything like it. Thank you, Hilda.
He's crying.
Whoa, hold up. What's with the blubbering?
It's just... I bet my sister never got anything so pretty in her whole life. She's had to deal with so much because of me. I never got her anything this nice and cute before. She's gonna love it and be so happy.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Yes, okay, that's enough. Come on, you're embarrassing me here. If you're really that happy, I'm glad I put some effort into something for once.
Don't.
Oh
You
god.
always put effort into things?
That's sweet of you, but no, I don't want to put in effort and then disappoint people. It's dispiriting, not to mention tiring.
But what if they're not disappointed? Then they'd feel great, and you'd feel great too.
Yeah, you have a point there. I guess I'm realizing that now. You know, thanks to you, I'm starting to see things from my brother's perspective.
What do you mean? Do you have a big bro too?
I do. I've always thought of him as an overprotective nuisance, but now I feel thankful. Looking at you, I couldn't help but think, sometimes big brothers are okay.
That's right,
I
they
didn't do
are.
anything special though. It's natural for a big bro to look after his little sis. Oh, that reminds me. I still haven't found anything special enough to repay you for the necklace. I got an idea, though. How about I help you make a tough-looking necklace for your big bro?
No need. I have a better idea. When the wars simmer down, why don't you and your sister come visit me?
Really? That's it?
Yeah, I want to make sure it suits her. And then I can adjust the cord if I need to.
Of course we'll come visit. I told my sis all about you, and she already wants to meet you.
Well, good. I look forward to it. In the meantime, hold me close to your heart.
Raphael just grabs her.
What?
That's what the necklace would say if it could talk. Hold me close to your heart.
Last one, I think.
There they go, starting another fight. I'm just gonna march over and... Wait, no. I have to restrain myself. I can't do it!
I knew that was coming, but it's still amusing.
Poor Caspar. He can't stop himself. He does look quite heroic, though, and seems to be having a good time.
Ha! That takes care of that. Oh. Oh no. Were you watching just now?
Who? Me? Watching what?
The fight that just happened. The fight that I definitely didn't start. I've been trying to restrain myself like you said, and I've been so good about it too. But they pulled me in. I tried to keep back, but
That makes it makes it sound like he's like trying to get out of criminal activity or something.
Okay, you got me. I can't restrain myself. I just don't have it in me. But the bad guys were dealt with, so it turned out fine, right?
Yes, completely fine. If that's what you want to do, who am I to complain?
Really? You're not gonna tell me how disappointed you are and that I need to be better? I figured you'd be mad, but you're actually smiling.
No use in getting mad. In fact, I found the whole spectacle very entertaining. You seem to be enjoying yourself.
I was. I mean, sometimes I just can't help myself and I gotta get out there. Wait a minute. So you were watching? Why didn't you try and stop me?
Me? Stop you? As if I would never voluntarily go to so much trouble. Besides, you were fighting with so much passion, I couldn't help but feel smitten.
Smitten? Wow. Well, you must really love a good fight. I gotta admit, that one was pretty good. I guess I love fighting too.
Alrighty then. Well, not exactly a lot of time left for exploring, but I guess I'll at least get started a little bit. So I'm going through the appearance thing, and this is kind of interesting. So they say that some outfits won't be changed, but it seems like the way that this works is that it's dependent on whether the character has like an outfit in that movement type. So for instance, Cyril, if you put him in class for Wyvern Rider, he's got a regular outfit, but if you go Monastery, he has his special one. But then if you go to Shamir, she has the regular outfit. So similarly, Sedith gets to have his outfit. Ingrid gets to have hers. Who else? Petra. And these are all characters with, I think, canon flying classes. I'm not sure Petra does. I don't think Caspar does. Interestingly, though, Leonie does not get her outfit for Bow Knight. Maybe she would for Paladin? Hilda doesn't get hers, which is BS. Marianne apparently doesn't even for just Bishop, which is super weird. Or maybe class, like, is an opportunity to have them wear the class outfit even if they wouldn't otherwise? I'm not exactly sure about that one. And then Lorenz doesn't get his for Dark Knight, which is really strange to me. Anyway, so that's all kind of confusing, but whatever.
It seems Arianrode, one of the kingdom's sturdiest fortress cities, has fallen to the Empire.
Already?
It looks like Count Rowe didn't resist, and switched sides to the Empire straight away. I guess it did avoid unnecessary bloodshed, so maybe it was a wise decision after all.
Can't be. Some in Fargus believe Dimitri is still alive. My father is one such eccentric. They can't accept reality. Dimitri is dead. He's not coming back.
What are you gonna say when he does?
Someday we will take the Imperial capital. It is odd to think that I will be invading the very city that I once called home. Ah, that is still a ways off. I will prepare for our journey to ALL.
Even though we're getting reinforcements, we should still be prepared for the worst. Never shirk your training, no matter what. To practice, I'm going to chop something up with my sword.
You don't use a sword.
Unless you'd like to train together. Care to spar?
I don't know why they ask you questions like that when you clearly can't respond in any meaningful way. Yeah, it really seems like it's only on Crimson Flower that Bernadetta comes out of her room.
ALL, the Valley of Torment? What kind of a name for a place is that? It sounds scary. Do I really have to go with you?
Honestly, probably not.
Here's an idea. Maybe let the recluse stay home and hold the fort.
You're not a teacher anymore, and we're not your students, but everyone still calls you Professor. Is there something you'd rather be called?
Whatever.
Guess that's what we're used to, huh? Alright.
I never do get used to the sight of blood. It always makes me feel as if I might faint. I suppose I've told you that, though, yes? I have no idea how you cope with it. I hope this war ends soon. I dislike being lightheaded because other people are bleeding everywhere. Though the thought of working hard for it does sound like quite a pain.
Gotta clean out the storerooms, tend the flowers, do the washing, dust the library. Well, it's my job, you know. Gotta do your job. Even if Lady Ray is not here right now, I still gotta do my duty. Like you gotta have other stuff you ought to be doing, yeah?
No.
Since the past, I have learned much of the language of Fodlan. But speaking the Fodlan language still gives me difficulty. I can understand, read, and write with nearly perfection now. But understanding and speaking are fruits of a different color. I have gratitude for you, Professor. I hope that I will have fluency one day.
Probably not.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Is everyone setting out on a big campaign? Not exactly. Ah, so you're meeting up with the reinforcements. Well, you can leave guarding this place to me. I'll keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
Hey, Professor. Thanks for your hard work again. Nothing to report today. Was I convincing? Was it like he was standing right in front of you? Some things are the same as they were 5 years ago, but I guess a lot more has changed.
That's great.
Hey, how about a favor?
Well, we can finally get access to Anna's shop. But I would actually rather have access to the Dark Merchant, because I think he sells vegetables. Although he might only sell, like, specialty vegetables that you can't use in meals. I don't remember.
There are enemy spies around. Remain vigilant. Capture anyone who seems suspicious.
It seems like it should be a quest.
I'm glad you understand. I'm counting on you.
And yeah, that one soldier that was walking by in that cutscene, totally a spy. But I bet there's not any way to, like, actually catch anyone. It's just, like, something that'll come up in the story. It'd be super cool if there was, though. Like, if you could just be like, hey, this guy's doing something funny, get him! Aspar style. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop here and continue the exploration in the next episode. So, thanks for watching, and until then.